ॐ शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मत्श्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां ज्ञानिनामपि चेतांसि देवी भगवती हि सा बलादाकृष्य मोहाय महामाया प्रयच्छति दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेषजन्तोः स्वस्ति स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभां ददासि दारिद्र्यदुःखभयहारिणि का त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदार्द्रचित्ता सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते शरणागतदीनार्तपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवि दुर्गे देवि नमोऽस्तु ते रोगानशेषानपहंसितुष्टारुष्टा तु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताह्याश्रयतां प्रयान्ति सर्वबाधाप्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरीम् एवमेव त्वया कार्यमस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम् ॐ Okay, so we'll do a quick review of the Pradhanika Rahasyam. I think we did about 15 stanzas. So Gomati, can you do the 15 stanzas?
I'll try, Rajesh. Pradhanika Rahasyam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bhagavan Vatarame Chandikayastvayoditaha Etesham Prakritim Brahman Pradhanam Vaktumarhasi.
Gomati, you have the Asya Shri Saptashati. You have that?
Yeah. So I'll start from there. So.
Yeah.
Asya Shri Saptashati Rahasya Trayasya Narayana Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Shri Mahakali Mahalakshmi Mahasarasvatyo Devataha Yaktokta Vapyarte Jape Viniyogaha Rajovacha Bhagavanavatarame Chandikayastvayoditaha Etesham Prakritim Brahman Pradhanam Vaktumarhasi आराध्यं यन्मया देव्या स्वयरूपं येन च स्वरूपं येन च द्विज विधिना ब्रूहि सकलं यतावत् प्रणतस्य मे ऋषिरुवाच इदं रहस्यं परमम् अनाकेयं प्रचक्षते भक्तोऽसीति न मे किञ्चित् तवा वाच्यं नराधिप सर्वस्याद्य महालक्ष्मीस्त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी लक्ष्या लक्ष्यस्वरूपा सा व्याप्य कृत्स्न व्यवस्थिता मातुलुङ्गं गदां केटं पानपात्रं च बिभ्रति नागं लिङ्गं च योनिं च बिभ्रति नृपमूर्ध्नि मूर्धनि तप्त काञ्चन वर्णाभा तप्त काञ्चन भूषणा शून्यं तदखिलं स्वेन पूरयामास तेजसा शून्यं तदखिलं लोकं विलोक्य परमेश्वरी भमार परमं रूपं तमसा केवलेन हि
Second line first word.
भभार परमं रूपं तमसा केवलेन हि सा भिन्नाज्ञ सखां सा भिन्नाञ्जन संकाशा सा भिन्नाज्ञ संकाशा ध्रंष्ट्राङ्कितवरानना विशाललोचना नारी बभूव तनुमध्यमा खड्गपात्रशिरः केटैर् अलङ्कृत चतुर्भुजा खबन्धहारं शिरसा बिभ्राणा हि शिरस्त्रजम् सा प्रोवाच महालक्ष्मीं तामसी प्रमदोत्तमा नाम कर्म च मे मातर् देहि तुभ्यं नमो नमः तां प्रोवाच महालक्ष्मीस्तामसीं प्रमदोत्तमां ददामि तव नामानि यानि कर्माणि तानि ते महामाया महाकाली महामारी श्रुधातृषा निद्रा तृष्णा चैकवीरा कालरात्रिर्दुरत्यया इमानि तव नामानि प्रतिपाद्यानि कर्मभिः एभिः कर्माणि ते ज्ञात्वा योदिते सोऽश्नुते सुखम् तामित्युक्त्वा महालक्ष्मी स्वरूपमपरं नृप सत्वाक्येनातिश्रुद्धेन गुणेनेन्दुप्रभं ददौ अक्षमालाङ्कुशाधरा वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी सा बभूव वरा नारी नामन्यस्यै च सा ददौ.
The first word, first word, Akshamalankushadhara.
Akshamalankushadhara.
And then on the one earlier thing, on the stanza 8, okay, on the first word, on that first line, Sa, you are saying, you're using the word nya there. There's no nya sound coming there. Sa bhinna jana sankasha.
Sa bhinna jana. Ja kadayada.
Ja. Sa bhinna jana sankasha.
Sa bhinna jana sankasha.
Yeah. And then the next word is the r sound is coming on that ta. It's damshtrankita.
Dhamshtrankita varanana.
Varanana. Yeah, varanana. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. So we'll continue from 16. I'll quickly explain. Like I said, this is not story or anything. It's very complicated, because it is supposed to be like Pradhanika Rahasyam, like the fundamental secret. So it's very hard to understand what is the secret behind this, because it's all like some hidden things, right? But at the very high level, like it said, it starts with saying the core Mula Rupam, the primordial form, is that of Mahalakshmi. And she is the Adi Shakti. She is the original power from which everything comes, and she manifests all the gunas, and she is the everything that is visible, which is the manifest form, everything which is yet to be formed, which is the unmanifested form. So she is the source of all of that, and from her two forms comes. So one which is representing tamas, which is like dark and fear and fearsome, is the Mahakali. And then there is one which represents a pure sattva form, sattvika form, that is Saraswati. And then it goes on to describe how each of them are. This Mahakali, which is very dark in color, black in color, fearsome weapons, which is representing destruction. And then Saraswati, who's pure white in color, representing purity and knowledge and all of that stuff. And then it goes on to describe the various names by which Mahakali is going to be known. That's why it says in stanza 12, Mahamaya, Mahakali, Mahamari, Kshuda. So these are all the names by which Mahakali she's going to be called. And in 16, it will say Mahavidya, Mahavani, Bharati, Vak, Saraswati. These are all the names with which Saraswati is going to be called, right? That's what it's going to come. And then it goes on to describe something which even I don't know intricate details of it. So it talks about how from Mahalakshmi, it creates two forms. One is of Brahma and one is of Lakshmi. And then from Mahakali will come Rudra and Gauri. And then from Saraswati will come Vishnu and Uma, which is Durga Devi. From each of them will then play their respective roles. Which is essentially telling at the end of the day, is Adi Shakti. She is the primordial form from which all of them are going to come. And then each of them will have their respective names. And in the end, it will wrap up by saying, so while all of them have different names and have different functions and forms and everything, the source, which is what every scriptures will say, the source which is there is formless, does not have any form, does not have any name. It only represents one supreme form, right? From which all these things, all the various devas and devis and gods and goddess, everybody comes. That's how this is wrapping up. That is a primary first Pradhanika Rahasyam here. Okay, so we'll continue from 16. Mridulaji, you can be student, and Shreya, you can be student. Mahavidya, Mahavani, Bharati, Vak, Saraswati, Arya, Brahmi, Kamadenur, Veda, Garbhacha, Dhishwari. Mahavidya, Mahavani, Bharati, Vak, Saraswati, Arya, Brahmi, Kamadhenur, Veda, Garbhacha, Dhishwari.
Excuse me. Mahavidya, Mahavani, भारती वाक्सरस्वती आर्यब्राह्मी कामधेनु वेदगर्भाच्छदीश्वरी.
Mahavidya Mahavani.
Yeah, 1 second. She has to do 2 times. Yeah.
Sorry. Mahavidya Mahavani Bharati Vaksaraswati Arya Brahmi Kamadhenu Veda Garbhachadishwari.
Second line, first word, Arya.
Arya. Okay, thank you.
Mahavidya Mahavani Bharati Vaksaraswati Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur Veda Garbhachadishwari. Mahavidya Mahavani Bharati Vaksaraswati Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur Veda Garbhachadishwari.
Atho vacha Mahalakshmir, ir sound. Mahakalim, im sound. Saraswatim, Yuvam Janayatam Devyo Mithune Swanurupatah. अथो वाच महालक्ष्मीर् महाकालीं सरस्वतीं युवां जनयतां देव्यो मिथुने स्वानुरूपतः.
अतो वाच महालक्ष्मीर् महाकालीं सरस्वतीं युवां जनयतां देवौ मिथुने स्वानुरूपतः. अथो वाच महालक्ष्मीर्महाकालीं सरस्वतीं युवां जनयतां देवौ मिथुने स्वानुरूपतः.
The middle word is Devyau. Second line middle word.
Devyau. Thank you.
Ato vacha Mahalakshmir Mahakalim Saraswatim Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupatah. Ato vacha Mahalakshmir Mahakalim Mahakalim
We have to break in the Mahalakshmi middle. Yeah. Try it again.
Ato vacha Mahalakshmir Mahakalim Saraswatim Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupatah.
Ityuktva te Mahalakshmihi, put is Mahalakshmis Sasarja Mithunam Swayam Hiranya Garbhau Ruchirau Stri Pumsau Kamalasanau. So here it is telling the first, anyway, I'll tell the next 19. Ityuktva te Mahalakshmis Sasarja Mithunam Swayam Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau Stri Pumsau Kamalasanau.
इत्युक्ता ते महालक्ष्मीः ससर्ज मिथुनं स्वयं हिरण्यगर्भौ रुचिरौ स्त्रीपुंसौ कमलासनौ. इत्युक्ता ते महालक्ष्मी ससर्ज मिथुनं स्वयं हिरण्यगर्भौ रुचिरौ स्त्रीपुंसौ कमलासनौ.
Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi Sasarja Mithunam Swayam Hiranyagarbho Ruchirau Stripumsau Kamalasanau. Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi Sasarja Mithunam Swayam Hiranyagarbho Ruchirau Stripumsau Kamalasanau.
Yeah, second line, first word. Hiranyagarbhau au.
Hiranyagarbho.
Brahman vidhe virincheti dhatarityaha tan naram Shrihi, put a F there, Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi Thyaha Mata Chatam Striyam. So first, from that, so what do you call, from that first pair, which is actually coming here, is Brahma, which is Brahma Virincheti. Virincha is also refers to Brahma. Brahman Virincheti. Other person is Shri Padme Mahalakshmi. So Lakshmi, who comes sitting on the lotus. Brahman vidhe virincheti dhatarityaha tannaram Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi Tyaha Mata Chatam Striyam.
ब्रह्मन् विधे विरिञ्चेदि धातर इत्याह तं नरं श्री पदमे कमले लक्ष्मीत्याह माता च तां स्त्रियम् ब्रह्मन् विधे विरिञ्जेति दादर इत्याह तं नरम् श्रीः पद्मे कमले लक्ष्मीत्याह माता च तां स्त्रियम्
ब्रह्मन् विदे विरिञ्चेति दातरित्याह तं नरम् श्रीपद्मे कमले लक्ष्मीत्याह माता च तं श्रियम् ब्रह्मन् विदे विरिञ्चेति दातरित्याह तं नरम् श्रीपद्मे कमले लक्ष्मीत्याह माता च तं स्त्रियम्
माता च तां स्त्रियम्
माता च तां स्त्रियम्
महाकाली भारती च मिथुने सृजतः पुट इस् सृजतः सः एतयोरपि रूपाणि नामानि च वदामि ते महाकाली भारती च मिथुने सृजतः सः एतयोरपि रूपाणि नामानि च वदामि ते
महाकाली भारती च मिथुने सृजः सः एतयोरपि रूपाणि नामानि च वदामि ते
फर्स्ट लाइन
महाकाली
सृजतः सः
सृजतः सः थैंक यू महाकाली भारती च मिथुने सृजतः सः एतयोरपि रूपाणि नामानि च वदामि ते
महाकाली भारती च मिथुने सृजतः सः एतयोरपि रूपाणि नामानि च वदामि ते महाकाली भारती च मिथुने सृजतः सः एतयोरपि रूपाणि नामानि च वदामि ते
So the next one, which was from Mahakali, two forms come, which is Ruth Shiva, which is the first one. Next is going to be Gauri. So Neelakantham Raktabahum Shvetangam Chandrashekaram Janayamasa Purusham Mahakali Sitam Striyam. Neelakantham Raktabahum Shvetangam Chandrashekaram Janayamasa Purusham Mahakali Sitam Striyam.
नीलकण्ठं रक्तबाहुं श्वेदाङ्गं चन्द्रशेखरं जनयामास पुरुषं महाकालीसितां स्त्रियम् नीलकण्ठं रक्तबाहुं श्वेदाङ्गं चन्द्रशेखरं जनयामास पुरुषं महाकालीसितां स्त्रियम्
Shreya, you're on mute. Okay, I think she's locked out. 1 second. What happened?
My thing, just like the Wi-Fi.
Are you connected now?
No, it's not my thing. It's not connected up to me.
Wait, try again. Okay, we'll go to the next answer. Sa Rudraha put ish Rudrash Shankaraha put is Shankaras Stanuhu put ih sound Stanuh Kapardi cha Trilochanah Trayi Vidya Kamadhenuhu put is to join Kamadhenus Sa Stri Bhashakshara Swara. Whole bunch of visargas there, so just use the joining sounds. Sarudra Shankarastanuh Kapardi cha Trilochanah Trayi Vidya Kamadhenu Sastri Bhashakshara Swara.
सरुद्रशङ्करस्ताणुः कपर्ती च त्रिलोचनः त्रयी विद्या कामधेनुः शास्त्री भाषाक्षरास्वरा excuse me सरुद्रशङ्करस्ताणुः कपर्ती च त्रिलोचनः त्रयी विद्या कामधेनुः शास्त्री भाषाक्षरा स्वरा
Kamadhenus. So this from this is like Saraswati, like from this Mahalakshmi. First one is Rudra Shankara Stanu. The previous Neelakantam Raktabhagum referring to Shiva, And then is the next one is Kamadhenu is Bhashakshara, the one who's responsible for all the knowledge and everything. So that word, I think you said Bhasha, it's Bhashakshara.
Bhashakshara.
Sarudra Shankarastanu Kapardi Chatrilochanaha Trayi Vidya Kamadenu Sastri Bhashakshara Swara Sharudra Shankarastanu Kapardi Chatrilochanaha Trayi Vidya Kamadenu Sastri Bhashakshara
Bhashakshara Swara.
Swara
Saraswati, long E, Striyam Gaurim, Krishnam cha Purusham Nripa, Janayamasa Namani Tayorapi Vadamite. Saraswati Striyam Gaurim, Krishnam cha Purusham Nripa, Janayamasa Namani Tayorapi Vadamite.
Saraswati Striyam Gaurim Krishnam cha Purusham Nripa Janayamasa Namani Tayorabi Vadamite. Saraswati Striyam Gaurim Krishnam cha Purusham Nripa Janayamasa Namani Tayorabi Vadamite. Vadamite. Sorry. Thank you.
Saraswati Striyam Gaurim Krishnam cha Purusham Nripa Janayamasa Namani Tayorapi Vadamite. Saraswati Striyam Gaurim Krishnam cha Purusham Nripa Janayamasa Namani Tayorapi Vadamite.
Vishnuhu.
Rajesh, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So usually Vishnu Bhagwan is coupled with Lakshmi Mata, right? And so here Brahmaji is coupled with Lakshmi Mata.
They're not coupled. It's saying from that goddess two beings come.
Okay.
And then so it's not necessarily the same pair is coming. So here, like from Saraswati, who's like Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, the three main deities, right? So from them, two pairs come. So that's what here it is coming, like Vishnu is coming and then Gauri is coming. But they're just coming out of her, but they're not necessarily paired.
Got it. Thank you.
Vishnuhu put a ih. Vishnu, Krishno, Hrishikesho, Vasudevo, Janardhanah, Uma, Gauri, Sati, Chandi, Sundari, Subhaga, Shiva. So each of the lines. So the first line is all about Vishnu, the names of Vishnu. The second line is all the name of. Sorry, my internet Wi-Fi froze, I think. Okay, I think I'm back now. Oh, sorry, I don't know where you lost me. But the first line was all the names of Vishnu that is there. And the second line is the name of Durga, right? The various names, Uma, Gauri, Sati, Chandi, and all of that. Vishnu, Krishno, Hrishikesho, Vasudevo, Janardhanah, Uma, Gauri, Sati, Chandi, Sundari, Subhaga, Shiva.
Vishnu Krishno Rishikesho Vasudevo Janardanaha Uma Gauri Sati Chandi Sundari Subhaga Shiva. Vishnu Krishno Rishikesho Vasudevo Janardanaha Uma Gauri Sati Chandi Sundari Subhaga Shiva.
Vishnu Krishno Hrishikesho Vasudevo Janardana Uma Gauri Sati Chandi Shumdari Shubhaga Shiva.
Second line.
Vishnu
Cha sound. Chandi Sundari.
Chandi
No.
Shumdari.
Yeah, you're saying da, it's a da. Chandi.
Chandi.
Yeah, just a D, not a DH. So Chandi Sundari.
Okay. Vishnu Krishno Hrishikesho Vasudevo Janardana Uma Gauri Shati Chandi Shumdari. Does that have the DH?
No, yeah, that's a da, but it's a S sound. Sundari.
Sundari. Shubhaga Shiva.
Yeah. Evam yuvatayah, put a is, yuvatayas, sadyah, put a F, sadyaf, purushatvam prapedire, chakshushmanto nu pashyanti, netaretat vido janaha. Evam yuvatayah sadyah purushatvam prapedire, chakshushmanto nu pashyanti, netaretat vido janaha.
एवं युवतयः सद्यः पश्यन्ति नेतरेतद्विदो जनाः एवं युवतयः सद्यः पुरुषत्वं प्रभेदिरे चक्षुष्मन्दो नु पश्यन्ति नेतरेतद्विदो जनाः.
That last word, netaretat vido janaha. If you say netaretat,
Together?
no, if you're breaking at the tat, right? Netaretat, then it's V sound, vido janaha.
D, right? D as in David.
No, V as in Vishnu, vido janaha. Because the dvi that is there, we are just breaking it into it and a V there. So netaretat vido janaha.
Netaretad vido janaha. I had D, D-I-D-O.
Okay, V,
Thank
it's
you.
V.
Yeah, thank you.
Evam yuvatayah sadyah purushatvam prabedire chakshushmanto nupasyanti netare tadvido janaha. Evam yuvatayah sadyah purushatvam prabedire chakshushmanto nupasyanti netare tadvido janaha.
Brahmane pradadau patneem, long e, Mahalakshmir nripa trayim, Rudraya Gaurim Varadam, Vasudevaya cha Shriyam. Brahmane pradadau patneem, Mahalakshmir nripa trayim, Rudraya Gaurim Varadam, Vasudevaya cha Shriyam.
Brahmane pradadau pagnim Mahalakshmir nripate trayim Rudroya Gaurim Varadam Vasudevaya cha Shriyam.
Rudraya, second line, first word.
Rudraya, thank you. Brahmane pradadau pagnim Mahalakshmir nripatrayim Rudraya Gaurim Varadam Vasudevaya cha Shriyam.
Brahmane pradadau patni Mahalakshmir nirpatrayim Rudraya Gaurim Varadam Vasudevaya cha Shriyam. Brahmane pradadau patni Mahalakshmir nirpatrayim Rudraya Gaurim Varadam Vasudevaya cha Shriyam.
Shriyam. Swaraya Saha. I think my internet is unstable for some reason, it keeps disconnecting. Anyway, Swaraya Saha Sambhuya Virinchondam. So Virincho Andam. We have to break at that ma, so that will come together as one word. Virinchondam Aji Janat. You can break at that ma. Bibheda Bhagavan Rudras Tad Gaurya Saha Viryavan. Swaraya saha sambhuya virinchondamaji janat bibheda bhagavan rudrastad gaurya saha viryavan.
It's supposed to storm tonight. Maybe that's why your internet.
Oh, is it? It's cutting again. Okay, wait, let me do one thing.
स्वरया सह सम्भूय विरिञ्चोण्डम् अजीजनत् पिबेद भगवान् रुद्रस्तद्गौर्या सह वीर्यवान् स्वरया सह सम्भूय विरिञ्चोण्डम् अजीजनत् बिभेद भगवान् रुद्रस्तद्गौर्या सह वीर्यवान्.
Rajesh, it is Virincio or Virincho?
Virincho. Sorry, I think my connection is.
Virincio or Virincho?
Hey, give me 1 second, Aditi. I think my connection. I'm just going to connect to a different one. Give me 1 second.
Virincho.
Okay, we just connected to a different one. Okay, sorry, I'm back now. I just connected to a different one. It is Virincho.
Oh, Virincho. Okay.
Virincho. Virinchondam.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Shreya.
स्वरया सह शम्भूय विरिञ्चोण्डम् अजीजनत बिभेद भगवान् रुद्रस्तद्गौर्या सह वीर्यवान् स्वरया सह सम्भूय विरिञ्चोण्डम् अजीजनत बिभेद भगवान् रुद्रस्तद्गौर्या सह वीर्यवान्
अंड मध्ये प्रधानादि कार्यजातम अभून् नृप महाभूतात्मकं सर्वं जगत् स्थावर जंगमम्. अंड मध्ये प्रधानादि कार्यजातम अभून् नृप महाभूतात्मकं सर्वं जगत् स्थावर जंगमम्.
अण्डमध्ये प्रधानादि कार्यजातम् अभून् नृप महाभूतात्मकं सर्वं जगत्स्थावरजङ्गमम्. अण्डमध्ये प्रधानादि कार्यजातम् अभून् नृप महाभूतात्मकं सर्वं जगत्स्थावरजङ्गमम्.
अन्धमध्ये प्रधानादि कार्यजातम् अभून् नृप महाभूतात्मकं सर्वं जगत्स्थावरजङ्गमम्. अन्धमध्ये प्रधानादि कार्यजातम् अभून् नृप महाभूतात्मकं सर्वं जगत्स्थावरजङ्गमम्.
And the first line, last word, Karyajatam Abhun Nripa.
Karyajatam Abhun Nripa.
We'll just switch. Harish, you can be student, and Soumya, you can be student. Puposha Palayamasa Tal Lakshmiya Saha Keshavah Sanjahara Jagat Sarvam Saha Gaurya Maheshwaraha. So, Madhu, this goes back to answering your question. So, while they're coming from different people, then they pair up in this way, right, later on. So, that's Puposha Palayamasa Tallakshmiya Saha Keshavah Sanjahara Jagat Sarvam Saha Gaurya Maheshwaraha.
उपोषपालयामास तल्लक्ष्म्या सह केशवः सञ्जहार जगत्सर्वं सह गौर्या महेश्वरः उपोषपालयामास तल्लक्ष्म्या सह केशवः सञ्जहार जगत्सर्वं सह गौर्या महेश्वरः
उपोषपालयामास तल्लक्ष्म्या सह केशवः सञ्जहार जगत्सर्वं सह गौर्या महेश्वरः उपोषपालयामास तल्लक्ष्म्या सह केशवः सञ्जहार जगत्सर्वं सह गौर्या महेश्वरः.
Mahalakshmir, ear sound. Maharaja Sarva Sattvamayishwari Nirakara cha Sakara Saiva Nanabhi Danabhrit Namantarair Nirupyesha Namna Nanyena Kenachit. This way, Brahma and Saraswati, they do the initial creation. Rudra and Gauri enable all the transformation, which is the ending and the transformation of that. And then Vishnu and Lakshmi, they sustain the world. But however, when all these gods, goddess, it says, are all coming from that one source, which is in this case, Devi Mahatmyam is Chandika Mahalakshmi. She is the main source, primordial form from whom all of these people are coming. Mahalakshmir Maharaja Sarva Sattvamayishwari Nirakara cha Sakara Saiva Nana Bhidana Britim Namantarir Nirupyesha Namna Nanyena Kenachit.
Mahalakshmir Maharaja Sarva Satymayishwari Nirakara cha Sakara Saiva Nanabhidhana Bhrit Namandarair Nirupyaisha Namna Nanyena Kenachit. I'm going to repeat that line again if that's okay.
Yeah.
Namandarair Nirupyaisha Namna Nanyena Kenachit. Mahalakshmir Maharaja Sarva Sattvamayishwari Nirakara cha Sakara Saiva Nanyabhidhana Bhrit Namandarair Nirupyaisha Namna Nanyaina Kenachit.
The second line, last word, Nanabhidhana Bhrit.
Oh, it's not Nanyabhi. Okay.
Yeah.
Nanabhidhana Bhrit.
Mahalakshmir Maharaja Sarva Saptamayishwari Nirakara cha Sakara Saiva Nana Bhidhanabhrit Namantarair Nirupyesha Namna Nanyeka Kenachit.
Nanyena Kenachit.
Nanyena Kenachit. Mahalakshmir Maharaja Sarva Sattva Mahishwari Nirakara cha Sakara Saiva Nanabhidhanabhrit Namantarair Nirupyesha Namna Nanyena Kenachit.
Okay, so next we'll go to the second or the third. It's called Vaikruthika Rahasyam. So the
Rajesh, before you go to that, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So the creation as in Bhagavatam, the creation, concept of creation, and this, is that in conflict or is that in sync? Or
so this doesn't go into the details of the creation as much like it does. It just says that there is one core energy, Chandika Mahalakshmi. Who is the core, who is that source is where it might differ, right? But ultimately it says the source is from where everything is coming, which is consistent. And of course, this doesn't go into specific process of creations and everything. But the only difference is in this case, it says the source is the Chandika Mahalakshmi. That's where it might diverge a little bit, But although if you go back a little, not to complicate further, but if you go into the Sankhya where it says there's a Purusha and a Prakriti, the Purusha does not have any gunas by itself. Doesn't have any gunas. It's just pure thing. The Prakriti from which everything comes has gunas. So this Chandika Mahalakshmi, the definition could be the Prakriti side of
the Maya creation side, right? Prakriti is also
material
called
energy. Prakriti is just material energy from which everything else comes. So this could be that. I have not tried to intersect the two yet, but I think that's what I think it is referring to. It is just talking about the Prakriti side of that, the material energy from which the entire world comes, because the Purusha is independent of the Prakriti according to that Kapilopakyanam in the Sankhya, where it separates those two things, right, in that approach. So I'm hypothesizing a little bit here.
I know, I have heard Prakriti referred to as Avidya Maya, and it always takes the Brahman plus Maya to make the creation.
Yeah, so the Prakriti, that is it's called as a Yoga Maya. That is just the energy, because of Maya, the illusion could mean different things, because a true illusion is, the original illusion is thinking that you are the body. That is the source of the illusion. That is the core illusion. There's a lot of illusions, a lot of Maya that is there, right? But the core Maya is realizing that you are the body. That's the Maya. That's the fundamental Maya. But to your point, I think this is, my assumption is this is forming the right side of the equation, right? Which is from that Prakriti where everything is coming. That's what this is referring to. So this word Vaikruthika here, it just means a little bit of transformation or modification. Its root word is Vikruti. So, or taking different forms, taking different shapes, right? But this Vaikruthika Rahasyam primarily has few concepts there. It little bit recaps the same thing, saying that there is a core Mahalakshmi from whom Mahakali is coming, Mahalakshmi is coming, Mahasaraswati is coming. Each one has different gunas, each one has different functions. Then it talks about, and it again repeats the same thing, that they are all united. They may just appear as different, but they're all coming from the same source. So there's no fundamental difference in that. And then it talks about the forms of each of these goddesses. It talks about how many hands they have, what they are wearing, what equipments they have. So it kind of describes the forms of that. Then it talks about how to worship these gods and goddesses, right? This Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. That is the other main thing. Then it talks about, most important thing is it talks about how to chant Devi Mahatmyam. So that portion I will get into a little bit of detail. That will come in the second half of it, which talks about the procedures to chant Devi Mahatmyam. So it says you cannot just abruptly pick, not for practicing purposes, but for chanting purposes, you can't just pick chapter 7 and just do it that way. It says there's a procedure to follow for ritual chanting, not for your practices, that you can do any chapter you want. So from the ritual chanting purposes, what is the process for chanting? If you are doing it during Navaratri for 9 days, what is the process for chanting? What is the sequence? It talks into a little bit of those details there. So, Rishiru Vacha, Triguna Tamasi Devi Satviki Ya Tridhodita Sa Sharva Chandika Durga Bhadra Bhagavati Ryate. Om Rishiruvacha Triguna Tamasi Devi Satviki Ya Tridhodita Sa Sharva Chandika Durga Bhadra Bhagavati Ryate.
Om Rishiruvacha Trigunatamasi Devi Satviki Ya Tridhotita Sa Sharva Chandika Durga Bhadra Bhagavatir Yate. Om Rishiruvacha Trigunatamasi Devi Satviki Ya Tridhotita Sa Sharva Chandika Durga Bhadra Bhagavatir Yate.
ऋषिरुवाच त्रिगुणातामसी देवी सात्विकाया त्रिधोदिता सा सर्वा चण्डिका दुर्गा भद्रा भगवतीर्यते तीर्यते.
First line Satviki.
Satviki, sorry. Okay. त्रिगुणातामसी देवी सात्विकी या त्रिधोदिता सा शर्वा चण्डिका दुर्गा भद्रा भगवतीर्यते.
Yoga Nidra Hare Rukta Mahakali Tamoguna Madhu Kaitabha Nashartam Yam Tushtam Vambhujasanaha. That's one word. So again, it goes to the definition saying first Mahakali. Like if you remember Devi Mahatmyam chapter 1 was Mahakali, 2, 3, 4 was Mahalakshmi, 5 to 10 or 11 was Mahasaraswati. So it again talks about this Mahakali who first comes, who's a tamasic in nature. She is the one to whom Brahma prayed in chapter 1 to then get rid of Madhu and Kaitaba. So that's what it's referring to. So it just recaps a little bit of what we've already gone through. Yoga Nidra Hare Rukta Mahakali Tamo Guna Madhukaita Bhanashartam Yam Tushtavam Bhujasanaha.
Yoga Nidra Hare Rukta Mahakali Tamo Guna Madhukaidapa Nashartham Yam Tushtavam
Sanaha.
Bhujasanaha. Yoga Nidra Hare Rukta Mahakali Tamo Guna Madhukaidapa Nashartham Yam Tushtavam Bhujasanaha.
योगनिद्रा हरेरुक्ता महाकाली तमोगुणा मधुकैटभनाशार्थं यां तुष्टा वाम्भुजासनः योगनिद्रा हरेरुक्ता महाकाली तमोगुणा मधुकैटभनाशार्थं यां तुष्टा वाम्भुजासनः.
Now it's going to describe that form of this Mahakali to whom Brahma prayed, who then got rid of Madhu and Kaitaba. Dasha Vaktra, Dasha Bhuja, Dasha Padanjana Prabha, Vishalaya Rajamana, Trimshal Lochana Malaya. So Dasha means 10. So she has 10 faces, 10 arms, 10 legs, and then she has, Trimshal Lochana, 30 eyes. So although there are only 10 arms and 10 faces, there are 30 eyes which are like very broad, Vishalaya, long, big, wide eyes. Dasha Vaktra, Dasha Bhuja, Dasha Padhanjana Prabha, Vishalaya Rajamana, Trimshal Lochana Malaya.
Dashavaktra Dashabhuja Dashapadanjana Vishalaya Rajamana Trimshalochanamalalaya. Dashavaktra Dashabhuja Dashapadanjana Vishalaya Rajamana Trimshalochanamalalaya.
The last word double il irukkanal Trimshal Lochana.
Vishalaya Rajamana Trimshal Lochanamalalaya.
दशवक्त्रा दशभुजा दशपादाञ्जनप्रभा विशालया राजमाना त्रिंशल्लोचनमालया दशवक्त्रा दशभुजा दशपादाञ्जनाप्रभा विशालया राजमाना त्रिंशल्लोचनमालया.
Second time, Padanjana, you said. First time you corrected it. Padanjana Prabha.
Padanjana Prabha, okay.
Spurat Dashana Damshtra Sa Bhima Rupapi Bhumipa Rupa Saubhagya Kantinam Sa Pratishtha Mahashriyaha. So anytime Mahakali description comes, it's always like a little bit of a Ghoram description, right? So it says, even though she has this 30 eyes, so each face has 3 eyes. So she has all this, she has a very terrifying form. She has very dhamshtra, she has very protruding teeth, which is actually there. However, Rupa Saubhagya Kantinam, she's always filled with auspiciousness. So while she has this Goram form, for the devotees, she's always filled with auspiciousness and will bless them. Spurat Dashana Damshtrasa Bhima Rupapi Bhumipa Rupa Saubhagya Kantinam Sapratishtha Mahashriyah.
Spurat Dashana Damshtrasa Bhima Rupapi Bhumipa Rupa Saubhagya Kantinam Sa Pratishta Mahashriyah. Spurat Dashana Damshtrasa Bhima Rupapi Bhumipa Rupa Saubhagya Kantinam Sa Pratishta Mahashriyah.
स्फुटद्दशनदंष्ट्रासा भीमरूपापि भूमिप रूपसौभाग्यकान्तीनां सा प्रतिष्ठा महाश्रियः स्फुटद्दशनदंष्ट्रासा भीमरूपापि भूमिप रूपसौभाग्यकान्तीनां सा प्रतिष्ठा महाश्रयः.
First word, Soumya, Spurad. Spurad.
Spurad.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Next, it describes, because she has 10 arms, so each arm she's holding something. Khadga, Bana, Gada, Tula, Chakra, Shanka, Bhushundi, Bhrita, Parigam, Karmukam, Shirsham, Nishyotad. Okay, so it's a ish and a cha there and a ya. Ish, cha, ya. 3 letters coming there. Nischyotat rudiram dhadau. So break it that way. That way you'll be able to say it easily. So nischyotat rudiram dhadau. Khadga bana gada shula chakra shanka bhushundi bhrita parigham karmukam shirsham nischyotat rudiram dadhau.
गदा शूलचङ्क चक्रशङ्ख भुषुण्डिभृत् परिघं कार्मुकं शीर्षं निश्चोदरुदिरं दधौ खड्गबाणगदा शूलचक्रशङ्खभुषुण्डिभृत् परिघं कार्मुकं शीर्षं निश्चोदरुदिरं दधौ.
खड्गबाणददाशूल चक्रशङ्खभुषुण्डिभृत् परिगं कार्मुखं शीर्षं
Nischyotat rudiram dhadau.
निश्चोदरुधिरं दधौ खड्गं बाणगदाशूल चक्रशङ्खभुषुण्डिभृत् परिघं कार्मुखं शीर्षं निश्चोतद्युतिरं दधौ.
And the word, Soumya, and the dhru in Sanskrit, you're following Sanskrit or English?
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. And the dra sound, dhru, yeah? The dra and u is there, right?
Right.
That dra and u, which is in one letter, you're just breaking it as it and ru.
Okay.
So, nischyotat rudiram dhadau.
Okay. Nischyotatyutiram rudhiram dadho.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
Esha sa Vaishnavi Maya Mahakali Dhuratyaya Aradhitat Vashi Kuryat Puja Kartush Characharam. So he says, this is that Mahakali to whom that Brahma prayed to get rid of Madhu and Kaitabha. So we saw this in the first chapter, and it also came in Ratri Suktam, right? It says, Brahmo vacha tvam swaha tvam swadhatum hi vashatkara swaratmika. It's a big Ratri Suktam came, right? Which Brahma does that. And then this Yoga Maya comes, wakes Vishnu who is sleeping, and then he gets rid of Madhu and Kaitaba. So that is again, that's what it's referencing, that she got rid of. Esha sa Vaishnavi Maya Mahakali Duratyaya Aradhita Vashi Kuryat Puja Kartushcharacharam.
एषा सा वैष्णवी माया महाकाली दुरत्यया आराधिता वशीकुर्यात् पूजा कर्तुश्चराचरम् एषा सा वैष्णवी माया महाकाली दुरत्यया आराधिता वशीकुर्यात् पूजा कर्तुश्चराचरम्
एषा सा वैष्णवी माया महाकाली दुरित्यया आराधिता वर्षीकृत्या पूजा कर्तुश्चराचरम्.
And the second line, middle word, Soumya, Vashi Kuryat.
Vashikuryat. Okay.
And the first line, last word, Duratyaya.
Okay. एषा सा वैष्णवी माया महाकाली दुरत्यया आराधिता वशीकुर्यात् पूजा कर्तुश्चराचरम्.
So that was all about Mahakali. Sarva Deva Sharirebhyo Yavir Bhutamita Prabha. That's one word. Bhutamita Prabha. Triguna Sa Mahalakshmihi. Putta is Mahalakshmi's Sakshan Mahisha Mardhini. So this is now going into chapter 2, where Mahishasura came and took over everything. From the three gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, like we saw from the middle of their eyes, a light came. It then merged with the light of all the gods and everything. And from there, a female form came. So he says, this Mahalakshmi who is coming from there is that Sakshat Mahalakshmi who has come there to get rid of Mahishasura. Sarvadeva Sharirebhyo Yavir Bhutamita Prabha Triguna Sa Mahalakshmi Sakshan Mahishamardini.
Is it Sakshan or Sakshal?
It is, original word is Sakshat Mahishamardini, but because Ma is coming, it will take an in sound there.
In, right?
N sound, yeah.
सर्वदेव शरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी सर्वदेव शरीरेभ्यो याविर्भूतामितप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी.
Rajesh ji,
Yeah.
Amitaprabha or Yavir Bhuta Mita, it's A, right? Second.
Yeah, the A, but then Amita is coming because the previous word is ending in A, and the next word is starting with the A. You don't separate those two words in Sanskrit. You say the whole thing together. That's where it's Yavir Bhuta, because it's Ya, Avir Bhuta, Amita Prabha, right? Four different words. But you kind of have to say it together.
Got it.
सर्वदेव शरीरेभ्यो याविभूतामितप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी सर्वदेव शरीरेभ्यो याविभूतामतिप्रभा त्रिगुणा सा महालक्ष्मी साक्षान् महिषमर्दिनी.
Do one more. Shvetanana Neela Bhuja Sushveta Sthana Mandala Rakta Madhya Rakta Pada Neela Jangoru Runmada. Shvetanana Neela Bhuja Sushveta Sthana Mandala Rakta Madhya Rakta Pada Neela Jangoru Runmada.
श्वेता नना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा नीलजङ्घोरुन्मदा नीलजङ्घोरुन्मदा.
Yeah, it is Jangorur Unmada. But you can say it together.
Jangorur
Unmada, you can say it together.
श्वेता नना नीलभुजा सुश्वेतस्तनमण्डला रक्तमध्या रक्तपादा नीलजङ्घोरुन्मदा.
श्वेतानना नीलभुजा सुप्तवेतस्तन्मण्डला.
And the word was again Sushveta
Thana Mandala. Okay. Sushvetasthanamandala Raktamadhya Raktapada Neelajangorurunmadha Shvetanana Neelabhuja Sushvetasthanamandala Raktamadhya Raktapada Neelajangorurunmadha.
Stop here. Just a quick meaning of the stanza. Shvetana Neela Bhuja. So this Mahalakshmi who is actually coming is Neela Bhuja. She's got blue color arms. And Shweta is white. So Sushveta Sthana Mandala is the breast. That area is white in color. However, she has a Rakta Madhya. The middle portion of her body is red. Rakta Pada, her feet is red. And Neela Jangoru Runmadaha. Jangoru Uru is thighs. So thighs is blue in color. So it's got a combination of blue and red at various parts of the body. That is a description of that form of Mahalakshmi described here. Okay, let's stop here today. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you, everyone. See you next class.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you,
everyone.
Rajesh.
Bye.
Shubhraj.